KO blends. This has been the saving grace for myself and the balayage portion of my career. KO, when it was given to me, I was floored. I tried several balayage lighteners. I was struggling with lift. I was struggling with consistency. Balayage in general had been a hurdle for me, and KO Blends was a tool that enabled me to start to get over all those hurdles and fears of balayage. It never fails me, and with the improvement of techniques, it just keeps getting better and better. And with my friend Sarai here, who's been extremely helpful with balayage techniques, this is our jam.
It is. This
is
is
what we do.
100% our jam. When I first started balayaging, I tried a lot of different lighteners. And the thing that I found is I got stuck. And it was a hurdle I couldn't overcome with getting the lift that I wanted. So the pictures my clients would bring me, I would have to say, let's break that down into 2 sessions or 3 sessions. And when I discovered KO, I found that that 2-session picture had become a 1-session picture. I'm able to get 8 levels of lift, which I didn't even know was possible with a clay lightener. And especially when I pair it with higher and higher. Both of these are violet-based. So you're starting with a violet-based lightener. You're adding a violet-based developer. So automatically you're toning out the warmth that you're gonna pull up. KO literally changed my balayage game. Another thing that I love about it is it's versatile. So as a stylist and as a booth rental stylist, I have limited space. So anytime a product is versatile, to me, that's a winner. So not only can I use this for balayage, ombre, I can use it as a traditional lightener. When I use it as a traditional lightener, I will mix it at 1 to 2.
It works great in foils. And if you need to, for example, the first time that I used it in foils, I used it as an add-on service, which was super rad because she needed just foils down the part line. And I thought, she tells me this afterward. I went right on top of color. It was already processing, and I was able to get the lift I needed over color with what most would think, oh, it's a clay lightener, it's strictly for balayage. No, I was able to get through the color, get an even tone to touch up the new growth area for the highlight portion, which that was pretty successful. That was a good testimony to me.
I love KO because it leaves the hair in amazing condition. There's all of these yummy goodies in here. Yes. There's sea kelp.
And there are other extracts as well. There's guar gum and oils that help protect and nurture the hair while it's processing.
So all of these things make hair beautiful. So mixing. When I mix, I start at a 1-to-1 ratio. So 1 scoop to half ounce.
Oh, here. Probably should weigh stuff just in case. Well, you're doing, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, half-ounce scoop to half-ounce developer for your 1-to-1 ratio. You can customize it, so if you feel like you need to work with something that is slightly thinner, you can add a little bit more developer, but start at a 1-to-1 ratio to get a feel for the mixture and add accordingly.
So I mix with a spatula. And I like to mix in smaller batches. I feel like it's more manageable, it's easier to work with, and I can get the consistency that I want without overworking the product. I found that when I work it with a whisk, I tend to beat it to death. So again, I just like to fold in my developer until I get a nice creamy consistency.
Looks pretty yummy.
So on the thinner side of the mixture, I feel like a Cool Whip consistency. So this is a little bit thinner mixture. And you can see, even though it's thinner, it's not going anywhere.
That's the bowl test. You know you have a great consistency for balayage when you can take your bowl, flip it upside down, and nothing falls from your bowl.
Right. And if I want to paint with a little bit thicker consistency, I'll start with my 1-to-1 ratio, and then I'll add a little bit more of the KO and just fold it in again. And you can see instantly how it kind of thickens up. This is more my speed. I like a little bit thicker mixture. I feel like I have better control over it. So when I paint, I don't get swelling, I don't get bleeding. I'm able to place the product and it doesn't move.
When it's thicker, there's a little less oxygen in your mixture. And so therefore you won't get the bleach. You won't get so much air into your bleach where it starts to expand, which is nice. And it also gives you the ability to layer it on properly too, to get the most lift that you need to get. So the thicker your lightener is, the power is in the powder, then you'll get strong results with balayage. One of my clients, she's African American and she has a gorgeous curl pattern, but it's very coarse hair. When somebody comes to you and they would like mermaid and rainbow hair, and you're dealing with something that is a level 2, but she wants a balayage effect, this was my go-to. We did it in one session prior to the Vivids. And before the Vivids were even applied, it was shiny. It was a beautiful blonde. She could have walked out of the salon with shiny, beautiful, blonde balayaged hair without even toning. And that to me was incredible. And I also know that as her Vivids fade, she's gonna have a beautiful blend underneath.
Yeah, I've found a lot of times I don't need a toner. Because the violet base, and again, paired with a violet base developer, I get beautiful blondes without toning. And I've never had that with any other balayage lightener that I've used.